And let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, here is our audience of 8. Got everybody in the video. Let's start the PowerPoint presentation. Good evening. Thank you all for coming this evening. Thank you for giving up your evening for me to talk a little bit about nutrition and healthy diets. How important is it to make a change? How important is it to change your diet? Good nutrition helps promote longevity. It helps lead us into a lifestyle that will make us happier and more fulfilled mentally, physically, and emotionally. If any of you have seen the documentary that Morgan Spurlock did for us in 2003, it was called Supersize Me. Mr. Spurlock set off to show us an example of what it was like to exist for 30 days eating nothing but a McDonald's cuisine. It showed the effects of what happened to an individual who was the picture of health and physical fitness before he started the experiment. In 30 days, he had dramatic effects to his health care, and they were not good effects. At the end of 30 days, he had gained 24 pounds. He had increased his cholesterol dramatically from a normal level to an at-risk level. He showed fatty deposits on his liver. He was having mood swings, depression, and experiencing sexual dysfunction. Pretty dramatic things for changing your diet in 30 days. He was just one man and in one documentary. What do we need to do as a society? Do we really need to be concerned that nutrition, food choices, what we eat, makes a difference, makes that big of a difference in our lifetime? Should we be making changes to what we're eating now? Should we be eating less junk food and more nutritious, healthy foods? The Center of Disease Control seems to think so. My research from the American Cancer Society at cancer.org took me to many links out on the internet that showed us some statistics. The statistics are showing us that there's a dramatic increase over the last 10 years in obesity levels from poor nutrition, at least 30%. It's also showing us that poor nutrition-related diseases are the reason for increased mortality rates in the United States. So much so that diseases, for example, hypertension, osteoporosis, diabetes, cancer, and obesity are starting to take the focus over smoking-related deaths, smoking-related diseases that cause death. In 2004, out of 2.4 million people that passed away in this country, 435,000 died of diseases that resulted directly from tobacco smoking. 400,000 of those 2.4 million died of diseases that were directly related to poor nutrition and lack of exercise. Now that's a pretty significant rise over the last 10 years. We need to be concerned as a society over the increased effect that poor nutrition has on our bodies. The documentary Supersize Me with Mr. Spurlock was a very graphic depiction of how dramatic a change in diet can be to a single person's lifestyle and health care in a matter of 30 days. He had a dramatic change for the worst. Can you envision yourself down the road somewhere in the future being impacted like this because of your choices for eating junk food, high caloric, sugar-filled foods, high-fat foods, foods with high caloric or high cholesterol amounts in them? If you can picture yourself being impacted by poor nutrition, you see yourself already having some of the effects of these diseases, it's never too late. You can turn your future around by changing your diet now. What can you personally do to implement and prevent your risk of contracting one of these diseases? You can make a few simple changes. You can stop buying junk food. Don't buy it, don't bring it into the house. You can stop frequenting fast food. If you do have to frequent a fast food restaurant, make a healthier choice. Eat a salad, have some yogurt, eat one of the fresh fruit plates, grilled chicken versus a hamburger. Do something that's going to reduce the junk food that you're taking into your system. One of the primary things that you can do is you can contact your healthcare physician. You can go in to see your doctor. You can get a physical. Have him assess what your risks are. Have him make an assessment of what you need to do that's most critical to change your eating habits, your patterns, to give you a better chance at having a healthier and more nutritious lifestyle. So what should you do? The examples shown in the documentary shows you the dramatic effects that happened to one person in 30 days. Totally changed his whole health care from physically fit and completely healthy to on the road to disaster, contracting potential cardiovascular problems and other health risks. It's never too late. You can make the right choices. The right choices for good nutrition lead to a longer life, happier and healthy lifestyle, overall satisfaction and improvement in your well-being, your physical health, your mental and emotional health. So, making choices to change your diet now, implement good choices, will have a great effect on how you live your life, how you experience your old age, 20, 40, 50 years down the road. Just want to thank you all for coming, for taking the time to listen, and I appreciate you being here tonight to help me out with this little exercise. And I want to show the classroom audience. Okay, thank you very much.